doesn't matter what you did, how you did it, none of that. It just you can all because there's always going to be something that you could find to criticize, right?
No matter, I mean, it's not even necessarily a COVID thing. Like, no matter what's happening, people will find a reason to criticize. Like, no matter what you do as a government, what you do as a ruling body, there will be things to criticize.
And there's always things though, because and just to be fair, and that is why opposition is important, right? That is why it's necessary. Because there's always ways we can improve and things like that. It just would be funny to see the differences in the conversations. You understand what I mean? Because like you look at, let's say like Antigua, Gaston Brown, who had a more aggressive stance for generally in relation to his response to COVID-19. And so would they say that he wasn't aggressive enough in some ways, or he should have done this and
Or
that?
he should do it sooner.
And sooner, that kind of thing. And then come to Singis that had a more tempered approach for the most part. And then and what the conversations around that's going to be. So it's going to be interesting to see how all that plays out. It'll be fun, man.
Yeah, you know. When you said 2025?
Yes, sir.
2025.
Well, independent.
2025.
Who knows? Timothy
I might
Another
be
one
before.
just for good
Timothy might
measure.
come out tomorrow and decide, yo, election in 3 months, guys. I mean, that probably won't be a smart move, but yeah, he can. That's the point.
Remember the last person who decided they don't want an election?
Snap election?
A snap election. You see how that went?
How we win?
They lost, I mean.
No. No.
They didn't lose?
Last snap election? No.
Last time a party came out and pushed for election.
But no, but it wasn't a snap election, no.
Oh. Okay, well, last time a party came out and pushed for election, they lost. Granted, they didn't force you out of these things happening. Like they didn't force you a whole pandemic shutting down the whole flying thing and, you know, these kind of things. But, yeah. Sometimes when you push for election, they backfire. And backfire it did.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
Anywho,
have no fear.
we are here.
Oh, wait, it's Friday.
I'm still trying to figure out where you're going to vote in the next election.
Same.
Trying to figure out where you're going to vote?
Yeah.
What do you mean, or who you going to vote for?
No, where? Like, are you waiting for the is it boundaries are you waiting on you? The new boundaries is why you're waiting on. The new boundaries is why you're waiting on. That can be.
Well, main
That's
thing,
when
my
things went
boundary
up.
will change, so.
I'm waiting to, yeah, because every time this boundary argument come up, boy, it has be a debacle. It has be one
But time
heck of
running
a
out,
debacle.
Time running out for them to be able to like institute the new boundaries.
How
and
long they have to, how much time they have before they have?
Who knows? Because the truth is, no, my thing is just that if they wait too close to election, then to me you're doing the exact same thing that you accuse
Yeah.
you know the previous government are doing. They can
Yeah, they can't wait till a week before election to say, you know what? We're
push back.
changing the boundaries.
Yeah, so
Because everybody will be
But I
like,
think-
huh?
I think-
so we're going for
I think
we're
what we
going for 2
need to
years now.
start doing too, I think those boundaries need to be adjusted early so people could now learn. They
Yeah.
take some time to learn the new boundaries, register themselves in whatever new boundaries they need to do. Like,
Bro,
don't
even
do
people
it.
need even the candidates need to
right, the
be able
candidates need to begin to know who they need to work with. Like, you know, if it's you can't just do it like a few
Bro,
months before elections and expect
you realize
like,
you
peace
could
and prosperity.
I mean, we don't have these kind of limitations here about where people reside and where they run and stuff like that. We don't have them kind of limitations. But you could literally end up with 2 candidates for a party in the same constituency, running adjacent because of the boundaries. Which, again, like I said, that wouldn't stop anything. Like, if Douglas wanted to run in 4, he could have done that. You understand? Like, that's kind of how it goes. Like, there's ways and means, but
And I think they're going to figure it out. They just need to figure it out sooner than later.
yeah. But yeah, man, they got them there. They're just waiting.
To
You
drop
know,
them,
it's kind of like
to drop them like a Uno card. Like
it's kind of like
graphics.
you know, it's kind of like in the music industry. You got the album there already. You're just waiting for to put the release date. You just want to know when the release. But the album there, man, greatest hits.
Greatest boundaries.
Greatest boundaries.
Just greatest hits. So we're gonna do like the when we commercial when we were young, the greatest hit album,
Oh.
the one that used to play over and over.
Right, they had
Tell
some
me how.
Anything Celine Dion.
white snake.
Boy. And what am I name? With the long, luxurious here. What he?
That's a bunch of them. Michael
sure you know?
Bolton.
Yes, him.
Michael Bolton.
Yeah, I mean-
Bolton.
He exactly, I mean.
I still think Robert Plant in his head had the best year.
I don't know who that is.
He's the
Without
lead
a
singer.
picture.
He's the lead singer of
As him again, I don't know who that is without a picture.
yeah,
It matter who he's the lead singer of. I know him.
And a whole lot of love.
Okay, go on. On this beautiful Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Serenade them.
No bye. I'll leave that for you. Remember you quiet now, yeah?
No, may come here to serenade today. I come here to cuss.
Oh.
But may start yet. After the break, I got some people that I need to cuss out.
Okay, get it off. Hey, chef be cooking, eh? Cook it up, Jade.
And I was having a good day yesterday, you know.
Yeah? And then.
Bye.
And then.
Anyhow, let's take a quick break. Thank some sponsors and come back to some more Island Tea right here on Win Media SCAN. Stay tuned.
Found the sound 98.9. It's that time again. Triple Cashback is back, but with more. Triple your cashback with Triple Play. Triple the savings, triple the cashback, and get a chance to win. Triple the cashback for more free groceries at Horsewood Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store today. Yes, for the rest of 2021. Horsewood Furniture and Appliances is tripling your savings with triple cashback coupons for even more free groceries for all FlexPay hire purchase customers. But that's not all. Every hire purchase customer gets a chance to win up to triple their triple cashback in free groceries in the Triple Play. The Triple Play game show gives 2 lucky customers a chance to triple their triple cashback for free groceries and win lots and lots of prizes and more. If you get $500 in coupons for free groceries, you get a chance to get up to triple that amount with our Triple Play game show promotion. That means you get $1,500 in coupons for free groceries. And remember, every hire purchase customer gets a chance to win free groceries for a year. Horsewood's Triple Cashback Triple Play. Come now. Don't listen.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib. It's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Welcome back to Island Tea with your faves. Kevin and Lanson featuring Jade, Gwen, Gwenisha, Idita, CPL, Crass and Crude, Johnson.
Yes, sir. That's us.
Hi. What's going on? How was your break?
Jade, I'm going to need you to change this energy when you respond to the shout out.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Because
that was
no.
good energy
That was good energy.
to me.
What was that?
I said hi.
And it's Friday.
Hi, y'all want me come? Y'all want me come here and talk like? Anyway, let me do that. I can't do it. I don't have it in my
You could talk
system.
like you could talk with the passion that Cooper was talking with this morning down in the parking lot. I could hear him all from in here. I want to
Yeah, no, that's the usual. What he was talking about today?
repent from boogery.
No, you know.
Who this was?
The man who does wear all white.
Oh,
who does just cuss.
okay. Yeah. Yep.
Sometimes it's a tsunami. Hey, speaking of which, And I have to big up my sister for this one here. My sister called me yesterday, right?
Sorry.
And she was like, so with all these earthquakes that have been happening and so, it's been basically a lot of little earthquakes
Boy.
happening, right? She said, we have any like tsunami system or warning system or anything? Maybe we should have that with all these earthquakes happening. I'm just like, well, the truth is that we have a tsunami evacuation plan. The problem is the only people that actually know about the plan is the people instituted.
Wow.
Now might be a good time to like
Now? This like
we're having a lot of little earthquakes and some actually some of them been big.
I feel like they need to stand out. So you said them text that I stand out that don't make no sense half the time. So now they planning one of them.
Maybe we need to talk to somebody from Nemo.
Yes. Well, I've been trying to get Abdius, but he's a busy man, so.
I'm just saying taking us on. All kind of people. We need to find out the person who in charge of the tsunami plan.
Yes, you need to come here and explain.
So the name was they were supposed to pop like horns and things. I know they had like some dry runs and things, but
they have a Facebook page. Put it on the page. Randon about to message me and tell me that they're on the page or you're on the website and me paying attention.
No. What I'm saying is that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's about putting it on the page. I think there has to be a campaign. There has to be a public awareness campaign, to let people know this is what they. Cause we have a strategy. Like I know we have a strategy. People just don't know what the strategy is. People just don't know what. So like if there's a tsunami warning, how do I know that there's a tsunami warning? That's the first thing.
You're gonna have to hear some loud horns. But I ain't gonna help because you know
don't know what the loud horn mean.
Not only that, a lot of the Christians gonna think it's time to go to heaven.
Oh.
They ain't gonna know what the horn mean. They're gonna just assume it. Remember, it's supposed to go horn.
Well, it's supposed to be trumpets. So maybe they just gotta make it sound like a French horn or a bugle or something.
Yeah, but we don't use horns here. We use trumpets.
I tell you, so maybe the recording need to be like
like
a French horn, or maybe like a jazz band.
Like
if you just hear like a loud jazz band playing, like tsunami coming.
We ain't got a small accent that could insist. No, that's an earthquake. We should get Smallux to sing the tsunami warning.
Sing the tsunami warning? Mm-hmm. I will look at that, easy.
I'm telling you. I feel like that's a good.
Kelly, if you tell Kelly, if you've ever had a conversation with Kelly about his rhythms, Kelly is the kind of man you would call and be like, hey, I need a tsunami rhythm. And
that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, he'll come up with something.
So they need to sort it out.
One time, Kelly told me he rhythm sound like a fish. And he kind of did.
Okay. I don't know what to say to that one. So
what? You don't get involved in the man creative process.
I'm not trying to either. I'm just.
But yeah, so yeah, we need to figure out who we talk to about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please, all jokes aside.
Yeah, I be watching them tsunami videos. I'm like trying to answer.
Yeah, I know I gone in. Meaning like
insanity.
I know I gone in. I live too close to where the water going. So it won't be a wrap for me. But hopefully not.
Yeah, man. Hopefully we don't have to institute it, but people should still know.
Yes, it is important because anything can happen, especially with the way the world is going currently.
They're judging on Port Zante again? Anyway. Next time our good friend Raquel comes back, we'll ask about what going on down there. Yes.
She should know. Anyway, Kevin, would you like to do us the honor of singing first? No? Okay, well, I can't do it, so.
No, I'm going to do it.
Thank you. So, what y'all want to discuss first?
Well, then y'all cook, yeah. So,
would y'all like to start with the numerous sexual crimes? Or would y'all like to start with...
First of all, let's just talk about Officer Maguire.
So that's what I was asked.
Okay. Yeah, let's just jump straight to that one.
Yeah, Kevin, you know what you want to talk about. Team playing, yeah.
Well, that's what I was asking.
We don't need options because we need to talk about Officer Maguire and his gross misconduct that continuously plagues the WhatsApp airways. I don't understand why this man is on
duty,
on recordings,
time and time again.
I'm still on duty.
Gross misconduct, and is still an officer. So, what exactly gets an officer fired? That's my question. Because if Officer Maguire is still an officer with all of this, then invincible. All of them. Y'all could probably ram down the crowd on the top of 4th Street and still get away with it. Because what does it take for an officer
when they don't knock you down, they lock you up.
They will lock you up too.
for obstruction.
Obstructing the car with your body.
What does it take for an officer to be relieved of his duties because he or she is no longer capable of carrying out justice or representing the St. Christopher Nevis police force in a way that makes them look good? Because this is quite the opposite.
When have they been represented in a way that makes them look good?
Because to be honest, Officer Maguire is...
When was the last time y'all saw the police, the Royal St. Kitts Police Force represented in a good light?
When they lock up the fellas in
Well, what I was about to say is they, it seems as though because at this
last
point,
year? That was last year?
Yeah, they didn't kill anybody.
man,
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm this topic is upsetting because yet again, what's gonna happen to Officer Maguire is nothing. And then what is he gonna go do?
The same
He's
thing.
going to assault
But
another citizen of St. Kitts and Nevis.
This is the thing. This is the thing with me. It seems as though they are like, and I've spoken to several people in the community, even prior to yesterday's thing. And we should probably let people know why we're talking about this. But
Yes.
prior to yesterday, I would have heard people constantly complain about interactions they would have had with this particular officer. Like,
Yep.
over and over and over again. It seems as though the community itself recognizes that this person is a scourge. A scourge. And they like...
That's not the S word I thought I was going to use, but then I remember we're on radio.
We're on radio. But it's like...
Listen.
Okay, so tell them what happened. Tell them what happened, Jay.
So yesterday, while minding my business, going through my good day, I received a video of one officer. Well, not one officer,
There are multiple officers.
multiple officers, but that one in particular was literally manhandling one of our national players.
Watch here. Let me pause you right there, right? Let me pause you right there. The person in the video is what his name is like.
I can tell you right now. Hold on.
I know his name. Give me the G.
Sick name.
Gerard.
Yes.
Right? Also known as Baby, also known as Malonga, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, personally, I have utmost respect for this young man, eh?
Hold on, because they posted a nice little article about him.
Because
yesterday.
for years upon years, this man has carried out national duty of the highest order.
A matter of fact,
Of the highest order.
he is actually regarded as the best SKN player at this position in this generation. He is a defensive midfielder.
Watch it, right? I have, for years upon years, since
Your ankles was good.
Since my ankles was good and we all used to play football together, I have watched with awe as this guy carries out his duties on the pitch, right? He's traveled overseas. He's played professional football in several countries, right? Always represents St. Kitts, always carries St. Kitts on his back. You understand? And if you know him personally, very, very respectful demeanor. Just the way he carries himself.
I've literally never heard one bad thing about this guy. Never ever seen any type of, sometimes when you're playing football, it could get heated and you could be a little, I've never seen any of that type of interaction from this guy, ever.
Okay. So what happened now, Jade? What you say was happening?
Yes, so the video started and there was a lady saying, well, y'all bagging up the guy. I can't play the video because I think there was curse words in it. Well, y'all beating up the guy and he was saying he wants to call his lawyer. He's asking what he's being arrested for. Nobody's answering him. All this officer is doing is literally dragging the man and trying to push him into the vehicle.
Trying to push him in a vehicle. Now, this is my thing, right, Jade?
You're using the wrong word. It was shove, not push.
Well, yeah. This is my question, right? It seems to me, looking on at the video, that the intention of the young man was just to get some clarity as to what was the issue, right? Several times he's heard he's asking, what am I being arrested for? Like what happened? Like he's
saying he hasn't done anything.
He's saying he ain't done nothing.
He's not sure what they arrested him for. Nobody literally
at no point nobody is even trying to offer
an explanation, a reasoning.
Bear in mind, guys. Bear in mind, there are several police officers on the
I think
scene
there
at
was
this
about
point.
3 of them in the video.
Several.
3 to 4. 3 to 4.
There were several. One of them trying to pull away his phone as he trying to make a call, right? One of them. Okay, at one point, there is one officer, and this is the thing what upset me, right? Because we know how, the officer that Kevin mentioned, we know how he stay. You don't like hearing good. But anyway, there's one officer who seems to be trying to have a conversation with the young man, right?
And the conversation is being halted because the other officer.
Because the
decides
other
to
officer trying to pull the
haul
man
him
like to haul him,
shove him in a
shove him
car.
in the back of the vehicle. So my thing is, there's at least three officers on the scene, right? And none of the 3 officers could coordinate with what the proper response to the situation is. That's the thing that was upsetting to me. Like, so everybody got a different idea of what should be happening now.
Right.
So there's
One
one
person
officer
trying to talk.
there's one officer
One
trying
person
to
trying to shove.
one person trying to pull away his phone. One person trying to they themselves don't even know what should be happening in the moment. And the guy, right? The guy is not in any way trying to fight. That's the thing. That is.
All he's trying to do is figure out why he is being arrested, which is his right. You can't just decide you're going to lock me up and you ain't telling me why you're getting locked up. How does that work?
Jade, not only that. I think part of the issue is that I don't know how the lockup procedures are, but I don't believe that it starts by pushing me in a vehicle.
It can't.
Yeah,
You understand? So let me put it this way. I don't care who you are.
You need to be told.
Yeah, but I don't care who you are, right, Jade? I don't feel that I'm just going to go willingly into the back of somebody's vehicle.
Just because
just force him. It don't matter who it is. What I'm saying. You don't just force me in the back of a vehicle and expect me to just be cool. Like,
imagine if I just walk up to you and decide I'm going to just push you in the back of a vehicle. Without trying to explain, and then I have people here helping me trying to put you in the back of a vehicle without trying to explain what's happening. You know, insane that sound?
Like, no,
And
and
it's
the
This
thing,
this uniform and this power that is given to these people is what goes to their head, and this is why they behave the way they do. There's no repercussions. They continue.
No, my big
it's
question is,
nowhere for
right?
you to tell me that this one officer is always. This isn't the first incident, you know. He's always on video. We all could see it.
doing nonsense.
Doing nonsense, and you're telling me he's still on duty?
Big position.
Still on duty. If I have a job and I am constantly failing at my job, I am constantly being complained by customers, people I am dealing with, you think I can be on my job still?
Nope.
So why is it that officers get this pass?
I tried to ask the question.
My question is as well is why do we think that meeting citizens with extreme hostility is supposed to encourage cooperation?
I tried to ask that question.
If you want to detain me, do you not think that we could approach, hey, you threw a bottle at a police car, you're going to be detained. Now, if you then decide to, run, then, we could escalate. But do we think that just starting off with aggression and violence is supposed to make me want to cooperate? Because at this point, I am now in fight or flight mode, and I'm about to do both. What makes you think that a citizen of St. Kitts and Nevis or any country is going to cooperate with officers that are meeting them with hostility, along with not being told why they're being arrested?
But this is the thing for me, right? One of the things that does really upset me with these things, especially in situations where there is no demonstration of violence and thing by the, like, you know who the fella is. Like, ain't like to say we know who fella be, we know he be, we know who he live, we know his mother be, we know his girlfriend be. Like, this is St. Kitts, man from the community. Like what gonna happen? Like, you think he gonna go live up in the hills for the rest of his life if he get away from you at this particular moment?
But he wasn't even trying to get away.
That's the whole point. That's the whole
He
point.
simply was saying, I am not getting locked up
For
because
nothing.
I didn't do anything.
For nothing.
I need to know what I am being arrested for. I am going to call my lawyer because I am not.
That's what criminals just do. Call a lawyer.
I am not understanding why you're trying to arrest me in this fashion. Ain't even like you're just telling him, you know what, to go into the station to speak to you about a situation. Can you come with us? None of that. You literally dragging the man like he's a dolly.
But no, Jade, again, that is why it's important to note that in the moment, right, there's at least one officer trying. And that's the thing that has upset me about this situation. There's one officer who is literally trying to de-escalate the situation, and every attempt that this officer makes, every attempt this officer makes to de-escalate the situation is being undermined by the other officers on the scene. That's the thing. Why watching, you know, I watching.
And I'm supposed to feel safe calling these people to help me if I'm in trouble.
But of course, because they protect us.
When?
They protect us while they're shoving us by we heads into vehicles.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
ridiculous.
grabbing me up.
The fact that this
First of
officer
all-
is still on duty says a lot about the same police force that y'all trying to make look so good. Y'all doing all these PR campaigns, you know, helping the community. going out
Community
to-
policing.
This
Community.
This isn't.
That's
no,
that's community policing.
Don't do
Jane.
that.
That's
Don't do
community.
that. Just if y'all want to be a police
When
force,
he
then be a
got
police
back-
force, because that's clearly look
Wherever
what
he
y'all
got
trying
back
to do.
to,
Y'all just
they
want
buy
to
him a
keep
new
this
shirt.
force.
Remember, I asked that
So they
question.
rip
You know,
up this man's shirt, then shoving him around. Like, so who gonna
I
replace
asked the
my shirt?
question. I asked
And
the
then
question.
who like all of these factors, like
And then when y'all have to keep
Why
paying
is
out money
hostility
because y'all
the way
officers
to go?
getting sued, the station getting sued and all of these things because of the things that y'all officers, the people y'all pay every however much they're getting paid and however fast they're getting paid. The people that y'all pay to protect and serve the community doing all of these things, and y'all keep getting lawsuits after lawsuits because they're doing nonsense and y'all keeping them.
Ain't just
And y'all
keeping
keep
them, you
them
know.
on the
Ain't
force.
keep ain't that ain't even the issue for me, you know. Just keeping them, you know. When we ask questions
Nothing.
about
There's no answer.
no. It's more than that. It's more than that. There's a conscious attempt to try and justify the behavior.
Yes.
right.
That's it.
Yes, I'm shocked. Nobody messaged me yet to try to justify it. I'm actually very shocked. I'm very shocked.
No, try to justify
It's
the behavior.
ridiculous at this point. It's ridiculous at this point.
And the thing, like,
It's
Jade is
ridiculous.
Jade is pointing out another very important fact here. We spoke about this when it was, if it ain't yesterday, the day before, when I was bringing up the fact that there are a lot of times when people, you know, they go and they blame other people and think about situations they end up in, and we keep saying, look, but bro, you're the common denominator. There's something to be said. There's something to be said for the fact that we keep seeing the same faces showing up in these videos.
What I tell you?
If every video of gross misconduct has you in it, why are you still there?
You are, sir, a misconductor. Yes, sir.
It
At
is
this
very
point,
clear
you
who the
are-
issue is
you
here.
are what
It's
are you,
not the same
deputy
person.
chief
It's
of
not.
gross
It's not the
misconduct?
same. You're not trying to arrest the same people or trying to do whatever to the same people in each video. You know, you are the only common denominator in these videos. And I'm very happy that people are deciding now to tape these interactions more, because if you don't, they're going to say, oh, that's it. That is not how it happened. And, you know, they're lying. And
Don't
these-
bother talk about what does not get taped.
Like,
Don't bother talk about
you
that.
could imagine what doesn't show up
Because
in broadcast.
here's what we have to acknowledge too: the fact that if this woman on her what seems to be porch wasn't outside to record that, an entire interaction would have gone down and nobody would have known. And of course, yet again, it would have been this happened to me, but nobody did to validate it. And of course, you know, the officer is going to be vindicated because no proof there.
Well, they
Because it's
vindicated
just
already
his
proof
word
there.
versus
With the
the other
proof, they're
person's
still
word, 'cause it's just,
vindicated.
oh, he do this, he do that.
And one of the
At
things
what
me
point
want
are we going to hold officers accountable? Why do I feel like you have permission to bring justice to me when your department can't even bring justice to itself?
And you're
Bars.
supposed to be,
bars, cooking bar.
and you're supposed to be
That's my big
protecting and
question. Why
serving.
do I feel like you can protect me and give me the justice I need when you have a group of officers that do wild nonsense frequently and justice can't be brought to them?
And the thing that
You're
upset
supposed to bring justice.
the thing that
Man,
upset
come
me
on.
too, right? The thing that upset me is like you talk to some of these officers one-on-one and they acknowledge that these people is idiots, yeah.
Yeah.
You talk to them one-on-one and they
Yeah.
tell you.
It's another thing.
Yesterday I had a
It's
conversation with an
another-
officer. He told me that officer is an idiot.
Yeah. I tell you so, like, you talk to them one on one and they tell you, man, I feel
So
like you got a
how are you,
problem.
you know
yeah."
what
how are you
happens?
constantly
You know what then
keeping
you know
these
what then
people
starts
on knowing
happening?
that they're doing
You-
stupidness?
And they make your job harder.
What
They
what
may-
then
of
starts
course.
happening is the legacy nonsense. Oh, they've been with the force for this amount of years. We can't let them go. What does that have to do with anything?
Imagine, how am I supposed to know which
'Cause
one
to
of
me-
these officers are the
But
good
it's like,
ones?
but put him behind a desk.
Because to me that
Because
that-
obviously
because
Oh,
you got to be behind
explanation
this, he
is
could be
nonsense.
out
And
of the
that
station
explanation
too.
shows me that there's issues within the department. Because if this officer has been on the force for X amount of years, so you can't let him go. Is that not the issue that he's been on the force for this long, conducting such most gross misconduct for so long?
It's my movie like he ain't take you on advice by like he ain't say no to drugs.
Bruh, this is who y'all used to tell in the schools?
Apparently not.
This is who y'all
Like-
used to tell me don't smoke. This is who y'all had telling me don't smoke weed? This is who y'all
And
saying.
honestly, I am beyond disappointed. Because my thing is,
Can be.
I think, let me speak for myself. I thoroughly acknowledge the fact that we cannot control the actions of individuals. The persons will be hired to do a job, and we are giving them the benefit of the doubt to carry out the job as expected. If we then realize this person is not capable of carrying out the job that they have signed on to, they must be let go.
And you have a responsibility to do so. You have
I'm
a
not saying that every officer
don't
must be
get it.
perfect, because persons can get jobs that they not cut
Qualified
out
for. We see it all
Clearly,
the
we
time.
have a few.
Right.
But my thing is, if we've noticed that this office has a trend of certain behaviors which are not conducive
that
to
is it
those
right
that are
there.
in line with the police force, or maybe they are in line at this point, why is this officer still on the force?
I just
Because of legacy? They worked there 10 years, 20
can't
years?
understand it,
What does that have? So
I
just
am
another 10 years of banging up people?
baffled.
And this is the problem for me, you know. Hey, let me tell you something, right? We see these things, and a lot of times, even now with these videos, there's a little outrage for. Watch out. Jade said it earlier, right? Please to go and get all the compensation you deserve after the
So-
yeah.
Manhandle me, all you see.
So
I am going
them.
to change the station name the next day. Because,
the Gwen police force, can you own it?
No, we're going to take off the force, man. We're going to take off the force.
The
Sue
Gwen
them.
community
Because
service.
honestly, what else does it take at this point? What does it take to get them to stop? What does it take that, if the force can't hold its force, appropriate title, accountable, who should hold them accountable?
The court.
Maybe the court, maybe
The
the courthouse
courts.
when they drag you out and
Sue
then you can't buy your
them.
officers new hats, new
Sue
whatever they
them.
need to do more gross misconduct.
Especially when y'all have proof of the ridiculousness that they're doing. Sue
And then the
them.
nonsense that I'm going to hear is that we need to carry out an investigation. You're going to carry out an investigation on yourself, and you've never found yourself guilty of any investigation
Bruh,
you've
no
ever
matter,
carried
they
out.
literally just watch the videos and try to wrap it, try to
Because what
put
they
it in
start
a
to
way
do is
that
they
it's
don't
not.
look at the person conducting gross misconduct. They just look at the actions of the others to see what justifies the gross misconduct. Or look, see, he
Listen,
swinging hand, so he had to block. Or how about he had to block? He wasn't like
and that's the thing that has bothered me, How y'all expect people to react to y'all roughing them up? How do you, if somebody come up to you on the street, right, and start to rough you up, how do you react? You don't just stand up there?
I
So
like-
why is it
and
that
that's
when
why
a
I asked,
police
why
officer
do we
roughing you up,
think
they
that-
expect you to just stand up there?
Because they're named police.
why do you think that
How does that
approaching
work?
Got a name
persons with
police.
hostility is supposed to encourage cooperation?
And then you're gonna arrest me,
I tell you,
and then you're gonna add a charge
the man,
of
the
what
man
the
sit down in- the man
charges?
sit down in that chair there resisting.
You're gonna tell me I resisting. Meanwhile,
You
you're
resisting
manhandling the
arrest
hell out of me, but I
because-
resisting. So I'm supposed to just let you manhandle me then. That's what that is what y'all does expect from people. Y'all people who literally just
then say you
not.
assault the police officer. The man sit down there and
then
ask
guess why?
ask him this exact
So
question, you know.
that's my thing. They
And the man-
create
the
a
man-
situation which gives them the right to call it a certain charge when it never was that charge. Because at this point, you're gonna be resisting arrest. You mean resisting, arrest?
Mistreatment. I was
because you
resisting
banged me up?
mistreatment. Yeah, I was resisting mistreatment. That's all it
Listen,
is.
somebody on the live is saying, listen, the police officers who are police today are not properly trained. I was trained in Barbados. When I look at these on the street, it is a shame. Nothing that I wore that uniform already. Listen, what the same gentleman is saying is shame. Y'all bringing shame to y'all. Anyway, y'all ain't here, so I don't even know what you
Y'all are the
need.
police force, and y'all do
Just
exactly
sue them.
that. Y'all
Moral of
force
the story,
y'all
carry them
force
to
y'all
court.
power on people.
Because no matter how much we talk, it seems like that they just hear the whole nation
And I tell you,
Vex.
in an
And
uproar
then
over these
they
things
put
and
out
just
some little
decide,
Facebook
oh well.
posts and then keep it moving. Because that's what we saw last time. They put out a little Facebook post and then never hear of the situation again. Because I'm still waiting to hear about what happened to the officers that stripped that man naked.
I think that's an update on that. What was it?
no,
What was the
remember the same guy ended up being found guilty of something else again. That was the only update.
And then what was the
Listen.
update from that? Is we investigate and the investigation is never done.
Well, I know they're still investigating a traffic accident. Like,
Nonsense.
Actually,
Ridiculous.
one
And it's
traffic
my
accident
thing
is
is
still investigating.
my traffic
you cannot
accident.
expect a nation.
My traffic
You cannot
accident.
expect a nation to
crazy.
trust you with justice if you cannot bring justice to your own department. It does not work like that.
Sue them.
And it's nonsense. And
Sue them.
it's
Carry them
it-
to
and
court. Let them,
Y'all upsetting the
let
whole
them
nation.
learn when they feel it in the pockets. I'm not
No, about to say that's the problem, Jade. The problem is the officers in question
They
don't.
not feel it.
And
There's no
you
repercussions.
have to fund the police,
They
so
just
more
get a
money
little-
can come. Then get their
They
hats,
get a
then get the
little
uniforms,
departmental
then
safety net and they're good to go.
take away the pension.
Simple solutions. Anyway, as them, let's take some calls.
Because my
I think
thing is
people
too,
trying to join the
I bet you piece of
conversation.
the well, we got a call.
Good morning, caller 11 ILNT.
Oh.
So this other one. Good morning, caller 11
There was
ILNT.
accountability on the line.
Yeah. Good morning. I'm here listening to the program. And you're also right. Because what I will do, I will collapse right there and the ambulance will have to take me from there.
Simple.
And my doctor and my lawyer and everybody will have got to intervene. And the family members. The ambulance will have got to take me from there because I collapse right there.
Collapse, gonna lift you up, try in the back of that truck or something.
No, you would have been easier for them.
Situation. You understand? And we better spend 1 day in jail. He spend 1 day in jail. He spend it's home in the hospital. Because you know why? Because he get accused of wrongful thing and they sentence him to prison. And he decided not to take the prison. And he spend his home in the hospital. So I will collapse right there. Whether they say I pay it or not, the ambulance will have to come take me from there, and some money will have to spend, some big money. All right then.
Yeah, man.
Somebody on the line is saying this is the same thing with the mashing up, mistreatment of the police vehicles, that them feel the cost of repairs in the pocket.
Yeah, that's so they ain't got the money. That's all.
Deducted from the salary. You know, like how banks make tellers repay money that go missing. Make them pay for the damages. You crash the car, then guess what? Here's the thing: the car costs $8,000 to repair. We'll deduct it as a percentage out of your salary monthly. Watch the vehicles being tip-top shape from then on.
Not even a scratch. Not even.
Good morning, caller 11 LNT. What's up?
Greetings, brother.
Morning.
Well, interesting topic. Here's my take on it. The Constitution of St. Kitts Nevis gives every citizen the right of free movement. It also gives the citizens of the country the right to be told why they're being stopped by law enforcement. If you cannot justify your stop, that is considered kidnapping.
Yep.
You can't just take me off of the street and decide you're going to lock me up and then tell me what you're locking me up 72 hours after you don't lock me up. That don't make any sense. You have to tell me. You have to identify yourself to me, whether you're in uniform or not. Identify yourself to me and have a conversation with me because we're people. And I'm on my way to do my business. You're obstructing me from doing my business. I have said it for years that the time is going to come when the citizens are going to know their rights and they are going to sue the bejesus out of persons, and that's when they're going to start to learn. This is not the United States. You get away with whatever up there. And there are persons in this community in St. Kitts who is not going to let police manhandle them like in the past. Second point, like in the U.S., where the government pays the bill, this government, whether it's this one or the next one that replaces them or the next one after that, is not going to be footing that bill. They're going to be paying themselves. Watch closely, you're going to see it happen. You all enjoy your day.
All right,
Thank
thank you,
you,
caller.
sir.
Thank you.
You are completely correct.
Yeah, bye. I just cool in here.
Bye.
Bye. Me no. And hey,
And
and
then
I can tell you something, right?
man.
I keep talking about the two persons in the video who to me I admire. Like I said, the officer who was at least trying to have a conversation and Malonga himself, because let me tell you something. I don't know if I would have been so calm.
I wouldn't have either.
You understand? So kudos to him. Because and let me tell you something, Jade, right? You got some man you can't try that with them, eh?
They know that too. They know it too.
I'm telling you right now, you got some man right now.
You all got to stop treating
And then my thing
people
is,
like they're not
the
people.
video look a lot
that
different.
had
We might
ended
need
a
to saying
different-
something different.
Boy.
If that had ended in a different way, because the citizen reacted to having his safety threatened,
In
it would
kind.
have been this big crime.
Yes.
Crime.
Oh,
Officer
national
shot, officer
football,
shot,
oh.
officer
This,
injured,
this.
Not the fact that a citizen had to defend themselves against being abused, beaten,
abducted.
manhandled by an officer.
And you know, that's how I was
And
feeling when I was
abducted by
watching
an
the video.
officer.
I'm like, this feels a lot like kidnapping, because up to now, nobody telling him what he got
Watch
locked up
here.
for.
Who knows where he would have ended up if he get in a vehicle here? Who knows where he would have ended up if the videos wasn't there? I think.
And I've experienced situations like that, so I don't know.
Okay.
And nobody telling me.
I don't see people go into security vehicles
and come out look a lot
and
different.
come out look a lot different than when they went in.
Trust me,
You
I'm
understand?
telling
So
y'all,
me ain't asking
I've
nobody.
seen it.
Okay then.
Anyway, let's take a break and come right back with more conversation right here on Island T. Stay tuned.
Feel the magic happening. Campari. Taste.
Something incredible happens when Campari is mixed just right. Like Campari and orange juice poured over ice. Taste it. Try it tonight. Bitter, sweeter, better. Campari. Must be 18 years and older. Drink responsibly.
Your favorite fruit has got a new skin with real juice within. Drink the real Fruta. Enjoy the real joy.
Taste the real Fruta. Enjoy the real Fruta. Refreshing juice of every day is Fruta.
Fruta, juiced right.
Welcome back to Island T with your faves, Kevin and Nathan, featuring Jade, Gwen, Gwenisha, Idita, CPM Johnson.
All them good things.
Feel the magic happening. Campari.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, I want to take some calls because they've been going crazy. You think a police gonna call nothing?
Yeah, man.
The free, right?
Good morning, caller 11 Island T. What's up? No, that probably was the police officer.
Yeah.
Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. Talk to us.
Yeah. Feel free to call back, guys. But yeah, boy, I don't know.
Yeah, when?
This been too long. The country too smart to have these problems continuously happening.
Here's my thing.
Hold on, we have a caller before you take.
Oh, we can.
Good morning, caller 11 Island T.
Hello, good morning, Island Tea. We all do today Friday, first Friday in the month, first Friday. Yes, I don't know if you all watch a second video of the guy. The guy had a long cutlass in his hand, very shiny, Did you all see the second video of him?
Jesus, that's not this.
Hello?
That's not the same person, darling.
Yes, the same person in the same place down at the road. You got the one when the police was manhandling him. You got another one is come out here, no?
Okay.
So I don't know what really violence, act he was in. Maybe the police come to restrain him and that's the behavior.
The problem is the problem is that there was also police there trying to have a conversation. So the police himself undermining the police attempt to de-escalate the situation. That's the problem.
Okay.
Yeah. So either way you look at it.
And again, just to reiterate, that's not the same person. I looked at the two videos yesterday. One of them is wearing a vest and the other one is wearing a T-shirt. It's not the same people.
Oh. All right. I don't look at it good again.
All right.
As if don't laugh.
Feel the magic.
Campari.
Why you kill yourself with you?
Just got the shine.
No, there was a video with somebody with a
Yeah.
It was quite shine. It was quite shine.
Yeah. But if you cut the same shine, ain't saying nothing.
No, not at all. But yes, it was not the same. Let's not put that narrative out there. Matter of fact, one of these incidents happened in town and the other one was in Old Road. So let's not put out the wrong narrative. But yeah, Kevin, you were saying?
What I was saying is, I think at this point, trying to plead with the force is not happening. And I think what the citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis need to do is just take them to court and dry them out. Sue them dry, which is what needs to happen, because organizations function with money. And when they get dried out, they can't do what they need to do. So maybe when the finances and the budget get tanked because it got paid out for officers' gross misconduct, maybe then is when they'll start taking the officers' action seriously.
You stop there. It's
So at this point,
government paying that.
conversations with the force done.
Government.
Let's just have
Hang on,
conversations with
dry
the
out,
court
man,
house.
Kevin.
Government paying that there, Kevin. Government paying that
Well,
there.
yeah, but still, like at some point,
No,
they're gonna
hang on,
start.
No, if it's one thing, they're going to find money for the police.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, still, if the force has to pay out this lot of money over and over and over, I'm
You
sure
think this
things
is
will
new?
start to change.
They've been doing it.
But what need to happen is what need to happen.
More.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. Bye.
I'm sorry. I'm fed up of seeing these types of videos with people just doing whatever and then there's nothing. There's talk about it for like 3 days and then nothing.
Anyway, guys, just remember we still on mission. Make it to 2022.
Please, do not let.
Slowly.
Don't let these people derail you. Have to take you off a mission. Success is a must.
Yes, and if you need to successfully sue them,
Hey, you can go into 2022 with something in your pocket.
I'm telling you.
There's your duty-free concession money.
Oh yeah. But we have a caller, Kevin. Good morning, caller. Live on LNT. What's up?
Yeah, man. Good morning, guys. How are you guys doing?
We're good.
Yeah, man. I just want to, my heart goes out to all the victims of police brutality, man. But anyway, Freddie Gray, April 12, 2015, Baltimore, Maryland. The police made an arrest of this guy, threw him in the paddy wagon, and broke his back, broke his spinal cord. He succumbed to his injuries 7 days after, April 19, 2015. If these type of situations start happening in the Federation, man, all I could say is the people gonna have to start demonstrating the street and protest against these ill wills. As far as like suing and taking these people to court, yeah, well, the government will start shelling out some serious money to these victims. So that's one way to go. Because in the United States, where a lot of these incidents happen, the governments and the local municipalities, they got sued, they'll be getting sued, and obviously they're being taking a beating in their pocket, of course. But the death, you can't replace a person when somebody's gone. So no amount of money is sufficient. but they've been shelling out some millions to these families, these victims of these families. So that's one route I think that the people there in St. Kitts and Nevis will have to start thinking about going that route. But we have to be mindful that the judicial system in St. Kitts and Nevis, from what I observe, is very corrupt. And that system need to be revamped. That system, I'm going to say it again, the judicial system in St. Kitts and Nevis is very corrupt, bro. And I can talk from experience, and I hope one day I hope the government one day will get that situation straightened up. And the lawyers on them there, they're very crooked. It's the most lawyers in any, such a small place as St. Kitts and Nevis, they got the most lawyers per square mile. And but differently, man, I wish the people the best going forward. And it's time for the people to start thinking, futuristic, going past this COVID virus. All right, thanks a lot, man. That's my contribution.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Listen, if people start to call in with the stories, right? If y'all really hear the things that police does to people, I don't know if y'all gonna be shocked.
Sometimes, you know what the big problem is too, right? The big problem is that a lot of us, when I say us, I'm talking about the civilians, the citizens of the country, don't know our rights.
They don't.
We don't.
We don't know our rights.
Nope.
That's really what it comes down to. That's why a lot of these things has happened, keep happening. Or you have misconceptions about how the police supposed to deal with you and no.
That's not how it works. Okay, that's definitely
no. So we need to right now begin educating persons on one, what your rights are as a citizen of the country. Two, how interactions with the police should go, what the responsibilities are, not only of the police officer, but you as the person who has the interaction with the police officer. All right, so you understand what should happen. And so when something happens outside of that, then we also know what is the recourse, what you need to do, how should you react, who should you go to, who should you speak to, and all the avenues. Yes, all the avenues available to you to try and seek justice. That is what we need to do. You understand?
Amen and amen. Look how y'all got in here shouting after y'all on a Friday, no? This is Good Friday.
I ain't shouting.
First Friday. Well, I am.
I might want to fight. Trying to make
Just make sure.
First Friday in this
just
good
make sure.
November month, and y'all got in here talking to y'all like y'all some children who don't know better.
When you want to fight, just make sure that officer don't show up.
Right.
One last call. I think we have something else to talk about that has pissed me off as well.
Oh boy. Cooking. Good morning, caller 11 Island T. What's up?
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah. Kevin, Jade, Azim.
Hey.
Not the matter that the citizens are not the right stuff. You are listening? You are hearing me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
not the matter that citizens are not the right. It's the crooked, dangerous lies them that are here. You understand? You give them a case. When you look, 6 months, 5 months, this case in the hand, because of some, who the person be? Close to the liar, penal, whatsoever. This case will never try. And you don't put down half the money and whatsoever. Let the people complain to me, but this thing. Not the matter that we are no rights. But we don't try and get a liar $10,000. And when you win $10,000 now, we don't cut across you with the same person who you is the victim with. You understand? That is not going on here and going on here a lot. A lot of people complain to me about what is problem. It's the laws them. It's only people them really know the rights. We know our rights. But it's the laws them. Alright.
That can also be like some people don't. Some people honestly this experience is honestly true for some people, but the reality is some people honestly still don't know their rights.
Not some. Most of us don't know.
Like they literally see police officers operating a certain way, and they just think that's how we're supposed to be.
When you come from certain communities, right?
And that's all you've been seeing.
Yes, where the interaction with the police go a certain way, you start believing. Yeah, it become normalized, and you believe that's how it's supposed to go.
Mm-hmm. Because I guarantee you.
And they go and you can't go in certain community and do that there too. Are you crazy? You can. Okay, let me ask you a question. You ever see one of these videos with somebody in a 3-piece suit?
You forced me. Azima was just about to say we've yet to see a video of any of these interactions with people.
Why? Because that person wouldn't even argue. That person will just say, "Go ahead, do exactly what you need to do." Because when I'm done with you, when it's my turn, you ain't gonna job.
No, and I have friends that have done this, that have literally told officers, go in my car if you feel your bad, because when you finish, you're going to have some money to give me. They don't do these things to certain people. They do not feel that if you look at certain way, they don't know who you are in society and all of these things. They feel like they have the way to treat you however. But when it comes to people in the 3-piece suits, the people in these type of authoritative positions, the people who they know, they don't want to have to deal with, they don't want the boss to have to deal with these situations.
Not only that, they have the money to be able to further the issue.
Oh, that's when all of a sudden y'all change how y'all do things.
You see, the caller just talking about when you go to your lawyer and thing, we have to understand that access to justice is not free. That is one of the big failings. That is one of the big failings of the system.
That is a fact.
Access to justice is not free.
And time. And if you ain't got both, you're kind of out of luck.
You understand? Ain't everybody could go to the lawyer. Ain't everybody have a lawyer.
True.
You understand where I'm coming from? So this thing is stacked against certain communities and people from certain socio-economic backgrounds.
Every single time. I've yet to see, all these videos coming out. I've yet to see one video with police manhandling and ill-treating somebody of a certain status.
Because they know better.
They call you sir. They call you sir when they come to the video.
What?
And they ask questions and
Mr.
they tell you what's going on.
And they explain.
And then they call the supervisor to make sure.
Matter of fact, some of these people ain't even dealing with you as an officer. Me talking to you or talking to your supervisor. As soon as you come to them.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, me playing them games here.
And they know.
Call
and they know. They wouldn't even try. They wouldn't even bother try to fight it. They just say, okay.
I've yet.
Well, I'm to officers telling you like when if they come to you for to search your website, they just have to tell you that you're under the suspicion of such and such and such and such.
I don't know.
They're done with. They're done with. I don't hear nobody say that.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, we don't tell people what we're doing no more. We just do.
Or use a vagabond and so treat you like one. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
We got it.
I bored today and I got some time. I feel like mistreating you. Yeah.
Stop talking about y'all stress on people, children. Okay? Your woman bite you or whatever. Don't come to the job, go take it out on the civilians of the country. Because we know police officers they get bite fast because they're always on duty.
No, because they don't do a lot of biting themselves.
Stop. Stop take out your stress on people, kids. Stop take out your stress on people, husbands and brothers and sisters and stuff. It is ridiculous. It make no sense for us to time and time come in here and have to talk about police and their ridiculousness. You know what a police officer is supposed to be? We're talking about a common man on the road, you know?
Yeah, there's a certain responsibility to come with the position, right?
I don't know if they understand this. Mm-hmm. Police officers are supposed to be there to protect and uphold the laws of the country. That is what you're...
They're there to force. That's exactly what they need.
Well, according to what I learned...
Force. It's a police force.
That's why they have the name that they have.
I tell you, y'all was in here, you know. Y'all was in here when we asked the question.
We all was in here.
When I asked the question, and
this is why they want to change them, and we understand.
And instead of acknowledging that perhaps that type of behavior only seeks to, one, escalate the present situation, as well as undermine the relationship between the communities and the police. And I say, well, sometimes we gotta do that because if you ain't come so then...
what kind of ridiculous answer is that?
And the thing is too,
Give me
like
a break,
you
man. Give me a
you
break.
want
Give
these
me a break.
people to trust you enough to call you in times of need. Don't you think that they've experienced lots of distress with you to the
I
point where
don't
they now have to
understand how
handle their
y'all
own
expect people to
justice?
call you when
I
they
got
have
friends with PTSD. I
issues.
got friends with literal PTSD off of police.
When y'all is the one who buy it.
I've been in situations where you're literally chilling and toot you have an assault rifle in your face. You got some random person looking in your pants and discussing the size of your manhood with other officers. Like these is things what the people that deal with.
I've literally been walking, right?
Okay.
One time I was going home. I don't remember who I was with. We was either walking or driving. And I kid you not, the SSU vehicle, the pickup was passing. And whatever somebody who was walking said, one of the officers decided to drop kick that person for talking. And I'm not asking, I'm telling y'all I saw it with my own two eyes. I've seen people gotten picked up in the bus in one condition.
And come back in another.
And come back in a different condition over weed.
Over weed?
Because
Sometimes nothing at all. Just pick up and end up in the hospital.
And you're
How
telling me
many
these
shirts
is things
rip
that
up?
that's
You go in
supposed
your
to
car- You
continue?
go in the car all prim and proper. You come out one shoe, your shirt collar ripped down. What do you think happened in there?
And this is
They went to
people who are
talk.
supposed to protect and serve?
Not me there.
I know I'm not saying all officers are bad,
my
but
thing
like the good ones don't call out the bad ones. They're rather to talk to you privately. But when it comes to actually calling them out
'Cause you
in
see, the
places
thing
that
is,
count,
they don't
they're
feel
silent.
supported. They don't feel supported because these officers that are, the ones that actually do their job, they don't feel supported because they feel as if they call out somebody else, they put,
They become a target.
Yeah, they're undermining the authority of the force. So now it's like they become the target versus the people who are doing what they ain't supposed to be doing. And then my thing is too, why do we think that the people that we are,
I tell you,
that
certain
these
people try to message
force,
me
the people
sometime
on this
about that. I
force
don't
are
want to hear
abusing
it,
and
but,
beating are going to be the same persons
want
to
to
pick
hear
up the phone and call for help. You ain't think they're going to just handle it themselves because they're not ain't going to help them. Because in this equation, 1 and 1 is 2,
Come on, let's see if we got this call on the line. Caller, good morning. You're live on LNT. Caller, good morning.
Okay.
Feel free to call back.
That was accountability on the line. It left.
We have another one. Caller, good morning. You're live on LNT.
Not accountability. Just interesting. You made a valid point a little while ago, as in when you mentioned the preamble that you're not hearing anymore.
Right.
And there's a lot of preambles that are supposed to be used prior to officers putting their hands on people. That isn't happening, right? And that's why I said people need to educate themselves. Going down to government headquarters and getting the gazettes and the laws and reading, you get a clear understanding of what they can and cannot do to you, right? Talking is not an offense in St. Kitts. You can speak your mind. You can raise your voice. You're nobody's child except your mother and your father. I mean, I don't understand that. To get drop kicked makes no sense. We would have done gone court a long time. That just baffles me.
Yep.
So this is where people need to start reading and getting the necessary information in order to hold people accountable. I disagree with the previous caller that indicated about
that is the lawyers and people. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, protests don't work. That don't make sense. You have to do it on an individual basis because collectively the hierarchy is going to see for the unit. You have to make individuals pay when they do
correct
stuff to you. I mean that's just. And with respect to previous governments, Richard Keynes used to take with a vehicle when he see police officers driving the family and whatever else up and down in the government vehicle. Park you up, take with the key, and you and your family gotta find yourself home. He was known for that. Both Palm and Labour persons can tell you that was the case when it comes to this man, because he was in charge of finance.
Mm-hmm.
Everything kind of just fall away from that, and everybody just doing as they like. So it's perfect to find people accountable when they're in government office and not doing what you're supposed to do. I agree. Find somewhere else to be because it's a service industry. The people is who paying you, not you paying yourself. The people is who paying you.
Yep.
in some way, shape, or fashion, even the guys who you think is a gangster, or I mean, not gonna gangster in the same case. Truth be told, I mean, like, that don't even make sense. But even people who you think is on that side, at some point in time, they pay taxes. They may not have a house, they may not have a car, but they're going and buying food. So they're paying taxes.
Right.
You know what I mean? They also due respect. From the time their mother bring them, they got the respect from the time they're born. Then I got to own it. That's the misconception with this respect situation. You get it from the time you're born. Because your mother the first person that's going to give it to you, because the first thing she's going to do is kiss you on your forehead. It just, it doesn't make sense. I got it, yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
mean,
so y'all have the nation citizens
let me tell you something, right? I could talk for me personally. I could talk about situations I have been in, interactions with the police. And it's like, now I look back, right? And the way things were handled in some of those situations. Had I known what should happen, and had I known when, like, what to do when that didn't happen, things would have been a lot different. You just don't know.
Yep. Well, we're going to, I mean, we've been here cussing y'all for half an hour now. But before we leave, I just want to leave you guys with a message. It says, a victim of unwarranted violence by a police officer to both the government and the officer.
Okay.
You hear that? Both the government and the officer.
Yeah.
When they do things that they ain't supposed to do, when they handle y'all in ways they ain't supposed to handle y'all, when they break the laws because this is what is happening, sue them.
Yeah.
Hurt them in their pockets.
Yeah. No, as well, like I said, I was talking to Jade here, guys, and what we'll try to do is to try and find some way to at least do our part to help and educate as it relates to, because it's easy to say when there's mistreatment. We need to also know what mistreatment is.
Yes.
Right? So we'll try and move that conversation forward as well here on LNT. So stay tuned for that. But this is something that is about time that we fix it. It can thing. And the thing that we keep talking about in this particular, cause we move the conversation forward a bit. We have repeat offenders here, guys, in this particular situation.
They are on video.
Repeat offenders.
On
Deal with it. Don't like.
Don't tell us the matter is under investigation. Don't tell us, well, you
'Cause y'all
know,
gonna
maybe the
investigate
person
till
did
the end
it.
of time.
We don't want to hear none of that. That officer needs to not be on duty. That officer needs to not be dealing with citizens because he clearly don't know how to act. Y'all want to wait until something serious happens, somebody's life lost or something, some situation.
That's the
It's
unfortunate.
like that's what they want to wait for.
That's the unfortunate reality, Jade. And I've been
that's
thinking
what
it. I've been
happen.
thinking it here, and it's like me want to say it, you know.
But that's the truth.
But it's gonna
like
wait
y'all
until
want to
somebody just get tense and deal with the matter. Then all of a sudden,
with no, y'all have the power to deal with things. Y'all have the power to fix things now. We all see it. It's on video again. It's not something that we hear. Shoo. This isn't a WhatsApp broadcast from nobody's grandmother. This is a video. Not even one. Multiple videos of the same offender. Fix it. Anyway.
and if and my thing is, if the atrocity happened publicly, then punishment should be public as well.
Don't come talk about how it's being dealt with internally.
Handled internally.
And don't come put out a statement dancing around the issue. Y'all need to be serious about these things. Y'all need to build the trust in the community that y'all want to have.
We should have been reading the statement here.
Oh no. Anyway, time to go home, guys.
It's Friday, guys. Yay.
Yes. I'm try to go home, go calm down.
Calm over here, man. I tell you, guys. Anyway, but guys, it's been an amazing week. We had lots of fun with lots of friends.
Yeah.
Including all you guys who call in, all you guys who join us on the live, all you guys who message and let us know that you're listening and give us your thoughts.
Where was he?
We ain't come today.
Oh
Witty is
She
man.
didn't send a message saying like, me ain't gonna be here. You see what? Anyway.
Witty prepping for she birthday next week, man.
I realize. Hot girl style.
But guys, it's been real, it's been rich. I appreciate you so much, all you guys who take time to join us here in the morning. Big up the Navy's crew again. You know, y'all always logged in and logged on. Yeah, but we have to go.
Yes, and stay tuned for your view with Sandra. I hear her coming up the steps.
Sandra, big up yourself.
Yes, she will be here from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then, you know, stay tuned for voices. And then we have DJ Flames. We have Jed Sounds. We have Friday Night Live. Like, stay with Win FM today. We have a lot to offer.
Indeed. But guys, before we go, I just want to remind you. You know what I'm saying? No, I won't say it.
No, don't say it. I don't know what it is, but don't say it. I don't trust.
You don't trust it?
No.
I don't trust it.
At all. But we have to hear from the Duke.
We have to hear from the Duke because the
Everything else will
Duke,
be uncivilized.
the Duke always gives us a message so timely, so true, so necessary.
Indeed.
The Duke of Forget the Prosecco Papi, the Chapstick Don, the Slim God, the Freak of Neatness, the man himself, Fet Van, Sir Kevin Hanley.
Because remember that you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. We will see you on Monday.